Can I like test? If it's
Yeah. Don't point
Okay.
that.
Don't look. Don't look.
This is not a computer.
All right, this one.
Yeah.
It's a bit of and I'd like to start by talking about my grandpa. My grandpa's 74 and he's very unique. He lives in Yokohama and he's been playing the video game for as long as I can remember. The last time I met him, which is last weekend, he bragged about buying the new Dragon Quest VII and playing it on his 3DS. He also likes playing on the Wii and the PlayStation, and the first memory of him I can remember is of him sitting on the sofa playing Super Mario Brothers on the Game Boy. He always says he's a child at heart. He always says he's a child at heart. I always like playing with him because he knows a lot of card games and magic tricks, and it always feels like I'm just playing with one of my friends. He always says he's a child at heart, and it's always fun playing with him because he knows a lot of stuff. And he always
Maybe the next slide.
Sorry. What?
Maybe the next slide will jog your memory.
All right. Okay. So, when I grow up, I want to be an adult that doesn't have to. No, sorry. When I grow up, I want to be the Kyoko I was in preschool or first grade, or who I am now, because they're still young. And I don't want to lose how I love playing tag, how I love the glow-in-the-dark stars that I put up in my bedroom, or how I pretend that the floor was lava and I had to jump from furniture to furniture to survive, or the way I like making dirt balls. Yeah. Those things that excited me when I was 4 or 5 still excite me today. But will these things excite me when I'm older? I'm not so sure. I'm afraid of growing up and becoming one of those adults that have no dreams or hopes for the future, just living every day doing the same old things until they die, like the cycle of going to work, coming back, sleeping, then just doing the same old things until you grow old and you retire. When I was in elementary school and went to the planetarium for the first time, I really wanted to become an astronaut. And I still want to be an astronaut, but there's this part of me, this grown-up part of me, that tells me that it's impossible. Because how am I, it's too, incredible. But when you think about it, there is a chance for me to become an astronaut, because how else did Neil Armstrong or any other astronaut make their dreams come true? As you grow up, you start to see reality more clearly. The vision of the future that was once blurry starts to come into focus, and you've got to make decisions to decide which way to go. The grown-up part of me interferes and tells me all those things are impossible and you can't do it and stuff like that, but meaning that there's less opportunities for me to achieve something extraordinary. An American author, Ursula K. Le Guin, once said, "The creative adult is the child who survived after the world tried killing them, making them grown up. The creative adult is the child who survived the blindness of schooling, the unhelpful words of bad teachers, and the naysaying ways of the world. The creative adult is in essence simply that, a child." Have you ever been treated unfairly just because you were a child? I'm not talking about being unable to drink or to smoke or to drive. I'm talking about being looked down on just because you're a child. Yes, adults are older, but does that really mean that they are more superior? Okay, sorry. Children have no capacity in thinking. We are not bound by the rules of the truth. That means we can dream about flying pigs, singing vegetables, and unicorns. So, how can we at our teens are truly at the turning point. Some people say teenagers are the most misunderstood people on earth because we are treated like children but expected to act like adults. And I think this is true. So how do we make it so that kids can work hard to do their best and reach for higher limits? And I found a great example, and I want to share it with you. Dave DeVries, a comic book addict and an illustrator, once saw his baby niece's drawings and thought they were wonderful, so he illustrated them and he made them look more real and stuff. So he started collecting children's drawings of heroes and monsters and used his artistic skills to make them more vivid and help them come to life. Like that. He said, "It made me remember my childhood and also realize that no matter how old I became, I could always see things like a child." I think this is a great example because it shows how children and adults can work together. Like kids can give creativeness and imagination. Adults can give knowledge, experience, skills. We put these two together to make something extraordinary. Children have no restrictions. And adults know about government, economy, poverty, war, and all those things that kids don't have to know about. And I'm not suggesting that kids should have a chance to learn these things, because that would just cause us to see the painful truth at much too fast an age. I'm saying that we should prepare, and we should understand that growing up is not only about like getting taller and looking physically older, but it's about understanding reality and accepting it.
1 minute.
1 minute? Walt Disney, a famous creative successor, said, "Too many people grow up. That's the problem with the world. Too many people grow up. They forget. They don't remember what it's like to be 12 years old. They patronize. They treat children as inferiors." Well, I won't do that. And I think we can learn a great message from this. And all the things that I want you all to take home after you see this is that 1, don't forget how you felt as a child. 2, stay creative. 3, be a better adult than those you see around you. And 4, stay a child at heart. Because no matter how old your mind can become, your heart can always stay a child. Thank you.